Welcome back to MlotoFlamigo YouTube channel, bike people of the world. As you guys already saw in the title, today we'll be installing the Thrashin Supply Escape Saddlebags V2, the saddlebag racks to hard mount the saddlebags to the strap bars, and we have the hardware here, and the Thrashin Molle bottle holster. We'll be using that for bottles, but also for something else, and I'll show you guys where I'm going to install it in order to use it for a different purpose as well. Here we have Black Widow, our 2024 Tri-Glide Ultra that we've had for a couple weeks now. So you guys can see the clock works. 6.5 windscreen is already on it, and obviously Achilles, the 2019 Streetbob, for which the Thrashin bags are gonna go on. And I gotta tell you, I am loving this SNS air cleaner. I've always loved it, and now it's on the bike. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel for a little bit, you will know that I had the Thrashin bags on this bike before, but they were just draped over as they come from out of the box without the rack, and back when I had the older Saddleman seat. And then we also had the Leather Pros bags. Those were way bigger, very nice bags. I recently sold those, and now we have newer gen of the Thrashin bags, I believe, from the ones that we used to have. But I definitely wanted to try the hard mounting brackets, and also mainly because it looks like, from what I've seen, that I'll be able to mount them even higher. So I'm definitely interested in that look, and I also wanted to show you guys, in case that you were wondering, what they're gonna look like mounted higher on the bike. All right, so this should be pretty straightforward out of what I've seen. Obviously, we're going to remove these two strap bar bolts, and we're going to replace those with the ones that are provided for the rack. Once the rack is in place, then we'll install the bag, and then there's another metal bracket that goes on the top to hold the bag in place from to prevent it from slipping out. Same on the other side. So let's get to it. Real quick though, if you guys don't have an air pump that you carry on your bike with you on your rides, here's the Airmoto Smart Air Pump. This pump has 120 PSI. You charge them, you carry them with you. God forbid you need it on the side of the road and there's no air pump around, or someone else. They work for cars and motorcycles, and you're good to go in just a minute. You have it in your saddlebag or wherever you carry your stuff when you go on rides, and you're good to go. If you guys want to pick one of those up, go to Airmoto's website, and at checkout, make sure you guys include MlotoFlamigo 20 for 20% discount at checkout. Let's get back to the install. Right, so I think the spacers are going to go behind the bracket, between the bracket and the bike. I'll be pushing mine all the way forward. Nothing is touching, they seem clear. And I'll do that on both sides. Let's do the other side. All right, so I think this flap is gonna go over the top here through here, and then we're going to fold it into itself and let the bag sit, and then we'll use the bottom straps to hook up to here. Not gonna lie, they feel pretty damn solid, especially from the bottom with just the Velcro straps on the bottom. But we still have the metal bracket that goes on the top, so once that goes on, they're definitely not going anywhere. I'm digging it. All right, so we're gonna grab our bracket here. As you guys can see, it's a square fitting here. It's a square hole, so the screws don't go anywhere, the bolts don't go anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and pinch that strap over top here. We'll do one at a time. As far as the saddlebags go, they are now mounted on the racks from Thrashin, and as you guys can see, they are mounted pretty tall. I mean, they're pretty much, the bottom of the bag is pretty much close to being flush to where the bottom of the fender is, which is the look that I was going with. That way, if you have some wheels you want to show off, or rear suspension like I have on the other side, all that stuff is clear, nothing's getting on the way. The hardware kit comes with some other spacers, and I guess you guys can always use some other spacers depending on what you're trying to do. If you have a CC bar or whatnot, I try to mount these with the smaller spacers to leave as little room as possible between the bags, the brackets, and the bike. I wanted them as tight as possible to the bike. They're looking sick, but we're definitely gonna take a look at them outside. Now the Molle bottle holster, I know a lot of people install them on the back of their bags, especially if you're gonna be carrying fuel bottles or anything like that. I am going to do something a little different. I was thinking of putting it on the side of the Thrashin Supply Bar Bag Plus that I have here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that here. Although I think I might be able to do it in the front. If you're wondering why I'm trying to put it in the front of the bike instead, it's because other than a place to have a drink, obviously as I'm riding the bike and having it right in front of me, I'm also planning to use it for my camera when the camera is mounted on the stick, so I can just quickly get the camera in and out as I'm riding and get the stick extended and throw it out on the road to whatever it is that I'm trying to film, whatever angle I'm trying to get on myself or another bike that's with me. That's why I'm trying to put it on the front. We're gonna give it a shot. We'll see on the next following videos how that works out for me. I think it's gonna work out just fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the bags are on with the hard mounts, with the racks from Thrashin, and then I installed the bottle holster on the front of the Thrashin Bar Bag Plus. Sometimes when I'm riding, I use the Bar Bag Plus to carry my camera on the stick, and I have the zippers on the top here. It's just sometimes working one-handed, when I'm trying not to have it completely open, it's harder for me to like get it in there on a hurry. But now that I have this here, I think that I'll be able to throw the camera in here and deploy the camera a lot quicker while I'm on the run, and I can throw a bottle of something there, a cold drink, for when I'm on the road. I think it's gonna work just fine. We'll find out in the next rides to come. But we're gonna take the bike outside and try these bags, see how they look like outside. Black Widow does not need any of these Thrashin bags. She has plenty of luggage space already as it is. Before we do that, in case you guys have not seen these bags before, because obviously I've had Thrashin bags before, once you guys open them, they have that very bright orange interior to make it easy for you guys to find your stuff. You have a pocket in here, you have a pocket on the top, and they each come with their own waterproof bag. It's kind of like the rain sock for the air cleaners, to make sure that any contents that you have on these bags as you're riding in the rain become even more waterproof. They have their zipper, they have two of them. They have a bag, a zipper on the outside here as well, and then you just drape the sleeve right over the zipper if you like. Voila, let's get it outside. Wait a minute, I almost forgot to show you guys. So under the sleeve here, on the front, on both of these newer gen bags, you have this hole right here that is perfect in case that you're bringing a battery pack with you or whatnot, if you don't have something plugged into the bike, or if you want to plug something else in. If the front USB charger of the bike is already in use, you can run a cable through here to charge anything else that you are trying to use. Or even better, a camel bag. If you have a water bladder in here and you run the hose through here, that way you can hydrate while you're riding. I think that would be perfect for that. I'm not sure if they intended it for that, but I think it will work just fine. Alrighty, let's get this stuff in the bags. Let's see how many things I gotta get in these bags today to take to where I'm headed for a little bit for tonight. We have the other camera on the stick. We have this jacket that I have to return to someone where I'm going. Just fold it up a little bit there. Perfect fitment. And I have this Arlen Ness Velocity 65 air cleaner, which I am taking and giving to one of my bros where I'm going. Perfect. Tell you what, let's use a little bit of insulation here with this hat. Put it in here. I think we're going to close this one. All right, let's close this bag. And then I still have, let me this, a cigar, torch, and a cutter. We'll put those up here. And I'm probably gonna end up getting more cigars where I'm getting at once I get there, but that one is there for now. Now it was in the 50s outside today, but check out this beautiful Florida afternoon. But let's get a cold start for you guys. Now the bags fit on the bike very nice. They are sitting very high on the bike, just what I was going for. They feel very sturdy, and it feels like you could put a lot more load in these bags, things that are heavier per se or whatnot, and there'll be a lot less vibration on the bags. Here's a little bit of Florida wildlife. On this ride, I'll tell you what, I rode by some wild hogs, turkeys, had a coyote run in front of me and a bunny on the road. Beautiful Florida wildlife while you're riding in these areas of Central Florida. And here's the secondary purpose for the Molle bottle holster, just as I intended it for. So you guys can see, I can just pull out the camera whenever I need it, extend the stick on the fly, and get some angles of me or the bikes that are riding with me when I'm riding in a group, and get some better shots for you guys, especially when you're riding through scenery like this. Once I'm done, I just collapse the stick real quick, put it back in place, and I'm back on the road. And here's the angle from the camera. Bike people of the world, if you guys have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys came across the channel and you're new, please like, share, and subscribe. Do not forget to use MlotoFlamigo 20 at checkout if you guys pick up one of those Airmoto smart pumps. And as I ride into this beautiful Florida sunset, ride safe and see you guys on the next ride.